Hi, you guys. How is everyone? Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. K-Breeze. Petunia, nice to see you, boss man. Welcome home, buddy. Mal, malicious intent. Hello, my friend. Melissa Strange, thanks for being here. Oh my God, you guys, this is so nice. You just carrying on. I love it. Johnny, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Who else? I'm really glad you guys are here. LFT, you're here. If I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. LFT, hi. She's on mute.
Oh, I've been talking for a minute. Hey.
No. No.
Man. No, really.
There's my girl. This is my girlfriend.
Oh my God, Heather Bratt.
I made
Can
her
you hear me?
Yeah, I made her declare her love for me publicly, so it's official. It's a thing. We're Facebook official now. We're YouTube official. How are you?
Me or chat?
You. Well, you.
I'm so excited. These earbuds, you didn't tell me I can't hear you.
Well, it's reverse. Hi, Johnny Kramer. Thank you for being here. And Betty Dan Boop, welcome in. We're going to be talking about Rachel Morin tonight, and we have a lot to talk about. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Thank you for being here first and foremost, because we have not been live in a minute. And I would like to tell you that we have very good reasons. We do. Also, like, I had a cold. I felt like crap. I started new medicine, and that always makes me feel icky. And I just have all the excuses. Plus, LFT wasn't feeling super great, but it was really me this time. Also, we have a lot of information that we have to sit on and we can't speak about. So that kind of, let me turn on my camera for a minute. Hi.
Look at her earrings and tell me y'all.
They're my fish earrings.
I hadn't talked to Tia all day, and we were on
like
Zoom.
Little glass fish. They're like a specific glass. I don't know what this glass is, but they're really cute. I love them. I got them at an art festival.
But we got on Zoom, and I. she was talking and talking, and then she just kind of looked at me as like, "What's your response?" And I was like, "I like your earrings." And she was like, and I was like, "Seriously?" No, like the way they were shining. Sorry, just
Johnny,
FYI.
thank you for stopping by here. You are
I
so
love
supportive.
Johnny.
I know. We need to go. You guys need to go
Hey,
over
Grace.
to his channel too and say hi to him over there. He does really chill streams that are just they're just he sings like he sang me to sleep when it was just it's so nice. Just go over there and support him. Fish gummies. What's up, Risk? So Rachel Morin. Where to start? We talked about this prior to the live, and it's like there's so much, and yet we still okay. Well, let's just start out with the fact that we still our unknown subject, is still at large. I did not think that in nearly 2 months this guy would still be on the loose, but he is. The 5th will be the
Clever little
anniversary.
suspect.
Yeah. The 5th will be the 2-month anniversary of her passing. We probably will go live and we will honor her. It may not be a long live. Maybe we'll just do some video. Yeah, still. Yes, still. But I also want to preface this live by saying that this has been an excellent week in the true crime community as far as things getting tied up, solved, news, that kind of thing. So for those who haven't heard or we just want to celebrate the news, Suzanne Morphew, it seems so silly to say celebrate, but it is a celebration in some ways. Suzanne Morphew's I have a hair on me. Remains found. While it wasn't the best news in the world, I think we all prepared ourselves and we knew that she wasn't going to be found alive, but she has been found. So bring on the court cases, bring on the judge. Let's do it. Barry, back to the cage with you. That's my opinion only. But that's how I feel about it. So off you go, sir.
For real, I still think that, but then that other side of me is like, don't go tunnel vision. I've got to listen to other stuff.
You don't go tunnel vision when somebody gets charged with first-degree murder the first go around. It just doesn't. I don't. Oh, Pac, thank you. So yes, wheels of justice are turning in the positive direction for Tupac Shakur, which, by the way, if you didn't know, our intro, like, Tupac is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I love his music. His message was super powerful, and I was really sad when he was killed. I'm not gonna lie. He was very influential to me personally. Just I love his music. And in our intro, he's in there. So when I heard the news that someone's indicted and arrested for his unaliving, just 27 years in the making there. I'm really, really happy about that. So Tupac, we got Suzanne Morphew's remains were found. Maddie Kingsbury, first degree indictment. That is Mallory's case. That is her baby. She is friends with the family. Hell yeah. That was great news. First degree. Yes.
And that was after a court. I think Mallory explained that in her live the other night. Like, you don't get charged for first degree unless.
No, Minnesota's really wacky with that stuff. So one of the things I want to ask Mallory to do is if she would please drop the link for the live that she did on Maddie last Friday. It was such a good live. We were not because we were there, but she did a really, really well thought out live. explaining the Madeline Kingsbury case, and she had some good friends come in, and we got to learn and become emotionally invested in this case. And we are, if I remember correctly, I think that October 13th could be an important date. But prior to that, there are some other things that are happening that I will not discuss. That is her case. We are here to support her and share whatever, but that is good news. Charlotte Senna coming home. That never, ever, ever happens. So thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing that baby home to her family. And I don't know the level of her trauma or injuries, if any, but we're just going to pray for healing for that whole circumstance. It's a wacky one. I listened into Pascal for a little while today on his live about it, and he is of the notion that there could be other people involved, which scares the hell out of me. It really does. It takes me back to another case that we still are working on, Henrietta. And I'm not going to give any specifics on that, but stay tuned for some up and coming things and some news on Henrietta. And hopefully some justice happening there. Gregory Worth. Hello. Where have you been? And welcome, sir. We have missed you. We have missed you. It is so great to see you again. Yay. It's like a really nice homecoming tonight. This is awesome. So we got Suzanne Morphy, we got Maddie, we got Pac, we got Charlotte. What else am I missing for the good news of the true crime community? There's a reason I'm stating this stuff first, because I want to start this out. Yeah, amen, Wheel. A freaking men. I thought that. Thank you for creating her burp so stupid. Amen. All glory for that one. I'll take it. Let's see. What else do we have here? What am I missing? Am I missing anything?
No, that's all the good news, but I have to adjust followed malicious intents. Instructions in chat told me to check Messenger, and I did.
Okay.
And by the way, oh shit.
Bob Marley too.
Oh, good. Y'all can still hear me. I'm on my phone, so I was jumping back and forth. So good to know. But apparently there is a I hate to bring some to all the positive news, but she was just alerting me to a shooting in Baltimore at a college in Baltimore.
What college?
Oh.
Okay, this is kind of important. What college?
Oh shit, where'd we go?
Hold on.
There's a shooting. I'm quoting it. There's a shooting at a college in Baltimore. Morgan State University.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay, we're gonna have
Mallory would have to tell us. I don't know when that happened, but she just sent us both a message saying, and she just wanted to alert. Hey, crime sleuthing. Gregory Worth. Hi. Sorry, I'm back. I'm behind. Jen
All right,
P.
let me see
Thanks
what
for
there's.
Coming in.
You're delayed. She got new earphones and they stink already. I hate them already.
Well, then guess what? What did I tell you? That's it. You're moving here. I'm going with you're moving here, and we can't do it without being in the same room.
It makes life so much easier. Baltimore police are responding to an active.
No, I think. Sorry, continue. You keep going.
It's gonna be fun.
No, I think I got cocky. I think I got a little cocky, like thinking, like, look at me. I'm jumping from app to app on my phone, and it's working fine. And right when I said that, it started to not work fine. So I'm not going anywhere else but the StreamYard app.
Baltimore police are responding to an active shooter situation near Morgan State University. Baltimore Police Department is on scene of an active shooter situation at 1700 block of Argonne Drive. We're asking everyone to shelter in place. Oh, dear God. Please bless these kids. ATF are assisting. Please avoid the area. It's a developing story. Okay, well, we're going to... LFT, can you check X and make sure we stay on that one? That's kind of important there. Jeez Louise. Prayers out for those kids and what's going on there. And thank you, Mallory, for telling us, by the way. That was awesome. But one of the things I wanted to say about all the good news that we were having in the true crime community is it gives me hope. Because I was getting a little down in the mouth about Rachel Morin. But we're receiving a lot of good news. And I really believe, and I'm going to say this because I want to manifest it. I want it to happen. So we're all going to like really, really root for this one. But this month is our month. Rachel's perpetrator will be caught this month, and this family can begin to heal. I don't know if that's even possible, but that's my wish. And that is what I'm going to put out into the universe right now, that this month, this is it. This is our month. We're going to take it back, and this guy's going to be found, and we are going to be rejoicing in the fact that he is going in a cage for the rest of his life and that he can no longer harm anyone else. But 2 months is long enough. I've been patient. God is laughing at me right now, by the way, because he just loves when I think I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm totally not. But I have to put this out there because I have to, like, I want this to be. Hey, Heather Brett, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome.
Well,
I just really want this to happen. I'm. Hold on a second. I gotta let the doggy out. Go.
All right, I'll try to talk with my new earbuds and crap in the meantime. All right.
They suck.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I loathe technology. I swear to God, I'm turning into like my parents. She hearts us.
This is the live that Mallory did on Maddie's case. If you want more information on this, go watch her live. It was really, really good. Also, Teresa in Criminality did a really good live today on Delphi. And I didn't talk a lot in there, but I listened for a long time, and it was a really, really, really good live. So, hey, Rhiannon, welcome. If you guys didn't happen to catch Criminality today, go watch that tonight. It was really, really, she had some amazing. It was good questioning. It was good. It was really good. So we are declaring October the month that we find the awful perpetrator. That's what we're doing. We are declaring it. It's going to happen. We're going to do what we can do. Should we talk about the kids, LFT?
Mm-hmm.
You think? Or should we wait? I think we should do that. I
think you should talk more than I talk.
You're such a fool. My LFT. I love that LFT.
Can you come over?
She says that to me all the time. Can you come over?
Can you come over?
Save. Okay. Now.
Well, for the record, I can hear y'all perfectly.
Well, that's awesome.
Just saying.
But you're delayed.
Well, I can't help that. I'm in a different state, and I think that is what the issue is.
Of confusion.
I understand. I am perfectly comfortable. I don't always enjoy the state that I'm in, but I'm perfectly comfortable, and it typically works until you're like, it's time to go live, and I'm like, guess what? I bet nothing works, but we've been on Zoom and shit all damn day, and I can share screen.
It's been great. Yeah. Sure, nothing happened there, and then we go live, and she's like, nothing works. Nothing freaking works.
Nothing like but I swear to gracious, it works. That's it. We're gonna start going. We're going to be on Zoom and just go live.
I said that last week. We should. Okay. So, hey, Crime Sleuthin', I don't believe I spoke to you. Hello. If you got 2 minutes before you record, you're all good. Yeah. So on a previous podcast that we did, I'm not going to take credit for it because it was the boss man Wheel B who suggested that we do a wish list or a fundraiser or what have you for Rachel's children for Christmas. And I freaking loved it. And I've been thinking about it and I've been pondering it. And I asked permission. And I finally heard back that it would be a nice idea and it would be greatly appreciated. And so we're doing it. We are going to, for the holidays, we're going to adopt Rachel Morin's children, all 5 of them. And we're going to make sure that they have a wonderful Christmas. Hey, Exile, thanks for being here. It was really kind of you to pop in. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. And thank you for being a new subscriber. Welcome. We appreciate you. We really appreciate you. So we're going to be adopting Rachel Morin's kids for Christmas. All of us as a community, Decipher community, we're going to be asking that some of our friends in the community, if they so desire, help us out. Maybe share the GoFundMe when we set it up. Maybe if your community or your friends would like to donate, I think it'd be wonderful. This is the year of firsts for children, for her children. And they are ages 7 to 18. 5 kids, 7 to 18. And
we have Christmas, birthday, school. I mean, there's everything that they're going to have. I mean, holiday, everything. And I think there's a chance that we might be able to do maybe a wish list for the kids in terms of like the holidays, Christmas, stuff like that, right? Maybe.
I'm hoping. What I need to get some confirmation, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. If everyone, and I know times are tough, and listen, I hate asking for money. I absolutely despise it. It is not for Decipher Podcast. It is not for LFT, and it is not for Tia. Everything with receipts, you know, like I'm going to show you everything. If you donated a nickel, you're going to see a nickel donated because that's how we roll here. We're going to be showing everything. But this is a year of firsts. Every year is going to be tough for these kids without their mom. But the first year is just, it's so raw that if we can help make it a little bit brighter, if celebrations can just be just a little bit nicer for them, why not do it? They're children. Excuse me. Hold on one second. I'm live. Hi. Can I help you?
You want me to handle this? I bet
I really know what's happening. I can't hear. She knocks on the door and then she goes, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying to me. I hope the house isn't on fire because I have no idea if it is. But back to what I was saying. I think it's really important to give back. And as a community, that is my favorite thing to do. I would like nothing more than to put a smile on these kids' faces, even if it's for a second, just that second of relief that they get from whatever we can do. Oh, thanks, Melissa. I love that. Thank you so much, you guys. It really, Rachel, I haven't talked about this with anybody. I haven't even told LFT, but
Wait, what? Am I
now
on
the
a
dog
delay?
to get in.
This should be exciting.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something personal to me that I have. Okay, all right, good talk, buddy.
Hmm.
Um, Rachel, each case we work on, I get a little bit emotionally involved, a little bit. And Rachel, Harry Milligan, still full in. I will always be emotionally involved in that case. But Rachel's another one. And, if you've seen Rachel's pictures, you have seen a beautiful woman who has worked so hard on good things for herself and her life. Many don't know, but she was writing a book.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say that. And Dash was about to try to say it before me. Haha, beat you to it, Dash.
And stay out. Sorry, earphone friends. But she's inspired me. So I've been picking up a bit more on the exercise and just personally kind of trying to reevaluate priorities, if you will. Not because I want to look like that, but just feel better, if you will. You know what I mean? And do things for the right reasons. Exercise, get your mind right, things like that. Reading some of the things and hearing how people spoke about her has inspired me to do some of those things.
Oh my gosh, I just had a great idea. Don't let me forget when you're done.
What?
That once a week we should do a live when we're both on a walk. Like we're not doing it from home.
That's a great idea. That's a really good idea.
So it's like you always, that in terms of general health, Rachel Morin, just once a week we all do a live and we're on a walk.
I just want to be the person my dog thinks I am. Amen. Wish you can hear mine because I just put him out. He's so sad he's not in here right now. He loves when I go live. He likes to participate in the chat a bit, as you can hear. But yeah, we can all go on a walk. We can all celebrate. And it's a great way to honor somebody, but it's a good way to honor yourself. And that's what I pulled from some of the things that I've been learning about Rachel is she really
took time for herself.
She honored herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like she just, and I don't mean that by, people look at her and go, oh, the plastic surgery and this. Listen, I'm a fan. If you can afford it, hell yes. If it makes you feel good, hell yes. And she is a beautiful woman. Fight me. I'm not having it. I think she's gorgeous and she worked hard and she's to be celebrated. And she's someone who has had a positive influence on me. And I want to share that, that she has had a positive influence and her family has had a positive influence. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Shannon Morin, her sister-in-law, has been on a couple different podcasts. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes too. Beautiful woman who also was one of Rachel's best friends and worked out with her all the time. And just, I've met her and she is as beautiful as she is in person. Her light is beautiful as well. Like she's really lovely. Lovely. I'm dressing as a box of cheese this year. Yes, Heather, you can agree and still fight me. So that was my personal thing about Rachel is I'm just kind of being cognizant of self, if you will. As far as her kids go, I think tomorrow we'll be setting up the GoFundMe. don't know if I think the best thing to do for that is perhaps do a GoFundMe versus a wish list. I have to figure out what the best plan of attack is on that and how the family would like to do that. Because I want to respect their wishes as well. But nonetheless, we will be raising funds for all the kids' firsts for the next year. I have a high goal. They're worth it. They're worth it. When you see my goal, remember there are 5 children. People are going to say, oh, but they raised money for the GoFundMe. No. Mm-mm. That was for Rachel's funeral expenses and things that the family needed to help with her situation. She didn't have life insurance. So please take that money out of the equation, because that money it's also none of our damn business. So when Wheel brought this up that we should, consider doing, adopting these kids for the holidays, we're actually going to be adopting them for the holidays, but we're going to be extending that for the first year because, like I said, this is a year of firsts. And,
I mean, think about it. During the summer, like activities for the kids, camps, whatever, their life has changed
forever.
In a way. I mean, like, we're all going to experience that at some point in our lives, but to be that young and
lose your mom.
And to be in such formative years, like whatever we can do to keep things quote unquote normal for them and help support
also
their well-being. Like,
people need to understand that they're not together. The kids are not together.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
So any activity that they can do as a family to keep them together, get them together, is so important. And fun and distractions, right, Heather Brett, I agree, they don't hurt. They can only help. So I'm go ahead.
Said it, and the family's working hard. Extended family, I think Shannon even mentioned it the other night on ST or last night on STS. Like, they took them all to the an orchard to do like that. I mean, so they are trying the best to stay, given the situation right now, to be together as much as they can, kids together, but also the family together. And so whatever we can do to support that. And
agreed. And it's hard enough for adults to lose other adults. Lost my sister-in-law. It's not easy. I mean, basically anything that we can do to enhance their lives, we would like to do. If you guys can help us, I would really, really be grateful. And I'm sure those kids would be grateful. And I know the Morin family would be grateful because they're kind people. And they didn't ask for this, P.S. This is not them asking. This is us volunteering. I just got that it was okay recently. So,
but Christmas, like December's going to be here before we know it. And so Tia was really adamant that, because I was like, we've got time. And then she was like, it is October 3rd. And I was like, thank you, Apple Calendar. Like, but it didn't
it is
mean
though. And it's, we got to plan
Thanksgiving,
now.
Yeah. Halloween. Well, Halloween for all those lovers of Halloween. Then what?
Thanksgiving
and Christmas.
Let's think about how Thanksgiving is going to look for those kids. That's going to be a rough day too for the entire family. So, yeah, I just, like I said, I'm setting a high goal. I have high standards for people who are deserving, and these people are deserving more than anybody I can think of right now. I've already talked to my husband. I have my amount. I'm ready. Like, let's do this. Let's do this. So tomorrow.
Have a good night, Crime Sleuthin'.
Oh, good night, Crime Sleuthin'. I will email you. Actually, I have to talk to you about something else. Anywho, so I will.
I was about to say, oh, get out of my head.
So yeah, so please stay tuned for that. But I want to personally thank Wheel B for coming up with the idea on behalf of Decipher and the rest of the true crime community. I really want to thank you, Boss Man, for suggesting it. Shay Boone. Welcome in, Lovis. I'm really grateful. Oh, son of a biscuit. I keep unplugging my computer, and the more I do it, my computer's gonna die. But what else do we have? Let's see. Oh, other great news in Rachel Morin. They have increased the reward amount. They have increased the reward. So it went from 10,000, and last week it doubled to 20,000 with the help of Rice, Murtha, and Pesaurus. Those are the attorneys that are helping the family. They're helping pro bono. $30,000 for information that can possibly put this monster in a cage.
And that was from yesterday, an anonymous donor from a local
donor
woman
in Bel Air.
Donated.
A woman went in and said, "I can't do a whole lot, but I can do this, and this is $10,000, which is gonna." Let's be honest, money talks.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we can do to get that out there, $30,000. If you know something, say something. Make your own Christmas. I really don't care. I'm not judging any way, shape, or form on the reward thing. I think if it helps, then the more the merrier. And if we need to donate to that fund, we'll try and set up a fundraiser for that as well. Right now, my main concern is the kids. And that's going to be my focus. And I am absolutely going to be begging every single stream for those children, for people to help us out and contribute so that we can make these kids happy for mere moments and show them that there are okay people out there. What happened to their mom? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I think that donation yesterday reflects the feelings and the support of a community. Like, I think there's more than just that woman, that anonymous individual who donated that, but I think that's a reflection of how much that community cares and what they're willing to do. Like, they may not be able to, provide, they can do whatever kind of donation they want, but it is a reflection that the community is still very much aware and supportive of finding obviously the suspect, but getting justice.
50 cents is what we will be grateful for, because it's.
But I love your thing. But I love that, because that makes me think, like, when you were like, our focus is the kids. Okay, we got that. The rest of the community's got the reward.
That's right.
And I think that 10,000 donation yesterday shows that the rest of the community and surrounding communities are handling that. We should all then decide another element of this that we can handle. And I think Tia's right. Supporting the family and the children at this point is also super important. So we'll cover that. Community covers the rest.
Amen. That's great. Yes. So Yes. Increased reward, $30,000. It's a lot of money. You never know. It may increase again. I have no idea. I want to personally thank the anonymous person that donated that $10,000, but also I want to thank Rice, Mirtha, and Pesaurus for getting the ball rolling and doubling the initial 10,000. It was 8,000 from, I believe, the Harford County Sheriff's retirement. Don't quote me on
Yes,
that.
it was 2,000 from
Crime
no, it was
Stoppers
2,000
and
from Crime
8,000.
Stoppers, and then from I think Maryland. You're right. It's a Maryland from a law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
agency kind of funding.
Did
They
8,000. Yeah.
then contributed, so they took it to make it the 10,000, 8 plus 10, so 10,000, and then it increased to 20, and then
Right, Ray, Smurtha, and Pesaurus, the partners all put in another 10,000 to double it to 20, and now this week it's at 30. So if we can possibly, like I said, money talks. I don't give a shit. If you know who this guy is and you can make your Christmas or your life a little bit easier, God bless you. Carry on. No judgments here. Take all the money you need. Take all the time you need. I really don't care. I'm not judging. That's what the reward's there for. That's what it's there for. So I'm not here to judge anybody who takes it or call them a snitch, whatever. Take your money. Take your money. Let's see what else. Oh, I know. So before I show the video, do you want me to show the videos or do you want to talk about the DNA stuff first? Because the DNA is kind of in depth and I really want to cover that.
Do your video first because I'm trying to connect it to the computer.
Okay. So in the meantime, is Thistle in here? Hello, Thistle. Hey, crazy mama. Are we covering Stephen Smith? Hell yes, we are. Yes. Oh, Shay, there's been some big news there too. Actually, I don't want to spoil that tonight. But yes, there has been things uncovered with Stephen. Mallory Beach too. Let's talk. I will throw that out there. $15 million. Parker's finally went in their deep pockets and paid the Beach family $15 million for selling alcohol to underage Paul Murdoch the night of the boating accident. And we will go through that as well with Stephen Smith, who, again, there's big news there. And I think we're going to come to some conclusions there very shortly. I'm excited. I'm very excited about Mallory Beach and her family getting the justice that they deserved. There's no price tag for losing a child, but I'll tell you what, Parker should be ashamed of themselves for fighting as hard as they did. Video. Let me also say that last week, I'm going to show this video. Last week, Sheriff Gaylor went on Beigefield, Ashley Banfield, and did a great interview with Matt McMahon. Matt is the father of child number 1 with Rachel. And this was the interview that they did. Brian Enton actually did the interview. I'm going to pull this up. Hang on one second, please. Sorry. There we go. They did a really great interview, so I wanted to share this with you for just a couple of minutes. We're going to go through and talk about some things. One of the things we're going to talk about is, I don't know if you guys heard this, but the arm that closes the door is not the victims in the LA case for connecting to Rachel Morin. That's actually a juvenile male. We're going to talk about that. Also, on the clipboard of things we're talking about is something that it's a man. I thought it was a male juvenile. Thank you. It's something that LFT worked on the past couple of days, and it's the DNA information. We're going to talk about that. But let me play this first so you guys can see this. This was eye-opening. There was a lot of things that have been put out on this case that, how do we want to say this, LFT? That we know about and we know better of, but we can't correct yet. How about that? Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just
there's stuff that we're still putting out that's incorrect information to follow what has already been put out, but know that we know the corrected information and we'll be putting that corrected information out when the time's right. It may not even be until after the case is closed, but note that we have things and we do know better. I just can't say we can't put it out because it open investigation and there's nothing that I will do to impede this investigation. Not a damn thing. I want this guy to sit. That's not really what I want, but I'm an old biddy.
He's sitting too well for me right now.
Mm-hmm. I want him uncomfortable. Go be uncomfortable. But all right, I'm going to play this. Hold on.
County Sheriff Jeff Gaylor is joining me live now.
Can you guys hear this?
Amazing work. I knew you guys were going to start making progress on this. We knew we just had to wait. I first want to ask you about that arm, because I noticed the arm from the beginning. What can you tell us about who that person is, how you were able to identify that person?
Sure, Brian. And again, thanks for having us on tonight. And again, the opportunity to send this message. We're still looking for this suspect, and any opportunity we have to go national and share this, because we don't know where this guy's laying his head at night. We need people to look at that video, look at that picture, help us identify him. But
thank you, Crazy.
From the beginning, when we had the video, a lot of questions came in about who's closing the door, whose arm is that. And I actually misspoke. I believe it was a female arm who was in the victim of the assault there. It's actually a male's arm, and investigators had it right. I just had it wrong in one of the earlier interviews.
Oh, Jeff.
But it is a male's arm, and when our investigators were in Los Angeles, they interviewed many people in reference to what happened out there and tied back to our case. And we were able to speak to that individual as well. And he is not in any way tied to the case as a suspect at all. But he also was not able to provide us an identity of that suspect.
So was there a female victim and also a male victim in the assault?
The male subject was not assaulted, but there were other people in the residence. And again, I have to be very careful on what I speak about. Los Angeles is still investigating that home invasion, that assault that occurred out there, and that's an open case for that agency. And just as I wouldn't want them to, be speaking out of turn or incorrectly about our case, I have to be careful in how far I go with what I say. But we have spoken to that person, and with hopes that he might be able to lead us to an identity to match the person in the video. That was not fruitful at this point in time so far.
It's interesting the way he closes the...
Who gifted a gift? What are we talking about? Oh, see, this is why I'm not on YouTube. I need to be on YouTube. So I think it's super important, you guys, that is a male arm, not the victim's. We all thought that was the victim's arm, and like, how could she let him out like that? Now everybody's like, how could he let the perpetrator out like that? Well, we don't know what transpired. We don't know how this guy got in. There's no Ring doorbell of him coming in the house. So either he came in a back door, a window, another area, but it's not covered by the Ring doorbell. He exited by the Ring doorbell. Hi, Pepper. I'm checking your comment. Gifting memberships. Shay, thank you. Oh, my Shifty Fish is in here. Hey, Shifty, I'm wearing earrings that I just told LFT. They're my Shifty Fish earrings. I love you. I miss you. That was so nice. Thank you so much, Shay. Gosh, that was amazing. LFT, you still here? Apparently not. Cool. Those new earphones are working, aren't they? Bless her. LFT got one again. Why?
That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I give up. I'm done. I'm signing off.
Gifting options open.
Why do I have what?
Okay, now you're loud. Why do you have gifting open on our own channel? That's hilarious.
Son of a bitch! Did I get another one? Oh,
Yeah.
dang it! I gotta go to the swear jar again. How do you get? I'm not even on right now. I'm on my phone on stream. I'm not even on YouTube. I have a spreadsheet open in front of me on one screen, and then here, the YouTube, the StreamYard Studio, getting ready to enter again.
You're a member of your own channel.
Shay's doing it because every time she does it, I have to match her. I'm like, all right. Here's her.
I love that. That was so kind. That was really.
I'm mortified.
I think it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
I get gifted a member. How do I turn it off? I'm not even on. Like, I don't get it.
We'll just talk about that later. Don't even worry about it. We'll finish the video quickly, but note that there's some important things that Gaylor's going to talk about here.
Heather Bratt, the spreadsheet keeping track. I mean, I may as well now. That's twice. All right, we're making a new one.
I mean, did he know the person? Was he able to give you more information about who this person is?
No, they did not know him. At least that's what our investigators have found out so far. The people in the residence did not know the person who had committed the home invasion and the assault there. But thankfully, they were able to preserve this video evidence, or else, because this happened sometime before our case, way back earlier in the year. And thankfully, without this video, we wouldn't have this image of our suspect, who again is tied back to our homicide here in Harford County, Maryland, because of the DNA.
Do you know how many people were in the house, Sheriff?
I do, but again, it's more than just the two, but I'm not going to go into great detail on something that's not our investigation.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just hoping that if there were more people, hopefully that means.
All right. So also a couple of quick things. I think it's really important to note that the family did not know this guy. People have been accusing the family of allowing him in, and he knows, they know who he is and he knows who they are. No, that's not true. They don't know who this guy is. He broke into their house and assaulted someone. And they don't know him. Now, why they don't have a sketch of him, that part I find weird. And that part I don't particularly understand, but they don't know him. And I think that's... I just find that very important information in the, let's not be accusatory of some things. LA needs to figure their shit out, and why we don't have a sketch of this guy and this, that, and the other. And there may be some valid reasons for it. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. I wish I did. And I hope to God that they come up with something. But yeah, that's, I thought, important.
You can talk to who can give you like a better idea of what exactly we see the side profile, but maybe they can give more info on what his actual face looks like, and maybe push things forward that way. Hopefully, I want to ask you number 2 about this other development that we've learned about, that you actually went out, or one of your investigators actually went out to Chicago as part of this investigation. What can you tell us about that, Sheriff?
Sure. The information that we learned, our investigators learned out in Los Angeles, led us to another interview.
Can one of our mods drop the membership link by any chance, please? Thank you.
Without the person that we were coming, not of a suspect. He is not a suspect in any way. But we still wanted to interview that individual cold and try to get facts from him. And I have to say that, again, that person, we spoke to him. He is not a suspect, but he also was not able to identify that person.
Okay. Well, I can just hope that all of these little developments are helping us push closer to finding this man who killed Rachel Morin, because that's what we all want, Sheriff. I mean, that's what everybody wants.
100%. We share that desire or investigate.
Also, I know in some of these groups, there's been some other podcasts that have said some things, people who are not local to this case, who have been pretty vocal on their feelings about the sheriff's department. And I would like to tell them that I think it's fruitless at this point to criticize law enforcement on what we have and what we don't have when they're the only people helping. And to be fair, we don't know what they have and what they don't have. So criticism of them, hey, Tomboy Charm, criticism of law enforcement is not going to help our cause. In fact, it's not going to help anything. So just when we're discussing this, we are always in support. We back the blue around here. Hey, Pointer, thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming a member tonight. Again, we love you. Thank you. Where'd that go? Whoops, that didn't. My mouse seems to be mousing incorrectly. But I don't want to criticize law enforcement for things that they've done or haven't done. I cannot do better. I do not have a law enforcement. I don't have a criminal background, or I'm not part of law enforcement to know what they have and what they don't have. And I'm not educated enough to criticize. Do I have feelings about it? Hell yeah, I do. I think we all do. We wanted it done yesterday, but I'm not a criminal. I am not a criminal. But I'm also smart enough to know that with all the technology that they have, we also have to wait in line for our cell phone data and for the DNA to be run and all the things, because there are certain rules that LFT is going to discuss and present to us. It's so, I'm finding it a loss for my words, because I agree that it's frustrating that we don't have someone incarcerated currently for Rachel's unaliving. However, I have faith that it will happen, and it will happen this month, and that Sheriff Gaylor will be the guy to do it. That's I'm local, and he's got my support. And anybody that wants to be a douche canoe and criticize, go criticize, but keep it off my channel. I'm not interested. Sorry. I'm just not.
And worked this case aggressively since August 5th, since August 6th, when her body was discovered here along the hiking trail. And we're far, we're never going to give up, but we're far from exhausting leads that we are currently working. So there's a lot, and as you touched on, the family is working cooperatively with our investigators, letting us know what they're doing. I learned today that they were going to update the report. Again, I've said if money is the motivator that has somebody turn this person in, then great. There's no amount that's too great to bring this guy.
He's not judging either.
Yeah, and money does motivate people. I mean, we know that. We've seen that on this show. I mean,
it does.
But it does. So hopefully, doubling the reward, that will hopefully help.
Hey, Tia, I'm dropping off and coming right back because mine's cutting in and out.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, Ashley. All right. So you guys get the point there. Let me take her off. Let me take Beigefield off. By the way, the picture that's in the background is of the Mon Pa Trail. Just so you know. So you know. Douche canoe. I call everybody a douche canoe. So let's see. What else do we have? LFT is going to be talking about the DNA stuff and the legislation. She did a lot of research on that. And she comes from a long line of giraffes, doesn't she? I really, really liked you, Ashley. I really liked you. And then you kind of treated my friends poorly. If you saw the Henrietta interviews, you know that I wanted to go through the screen on Ashley Banfield. She just didn't stop. She did not stop. Bougie feel? Your Nightbot command won't work. Oh man, we're gonna have to correct that. We are gonna have to. Nightbot, Night Bitch is a little bit tricky. So sorry. I will fix her little red wagon though. Don't you worry. What else? This is LFT stuff. Oh, I know. Last night, Shannon Morin, who is the sister-in-law of Rachel Morin, she is Michael's wife, did a fan-freaking-tastic interview on STS, Surviving the Survivor. STS is a great, there she is. Boop. Hi, welcome back.
Okay, sorry.
Is that better?
I have no idea.
It sounds better.
Okay, so I was walking around in the den trying to find a spot where I had good Wi-Fi plus signal service, but the best I get is standing. I can't move from the spot on the back porch.
I'm sorry. Oh,
sorry.
Crystal,
No.
You're sweet. So we were just talking. I was just going to introduce that Shannon Morin did the live on STS last night.
Oh, that
Surviving the Survivor, with Randolph Rice and Scott, and I don't know his last name.
Scott Duffy.
Thank you. Who is a retired FBI agent from Delaware, but this area that we live in. It was a really, really interesting live. Shannon talked about when they met Rachel. She met her at church when they were 16 and 14. She dated her brother Michael and has been married for 18 years. So they became really good friends, obviously. What else? He asked how the family was how Michael was doing specifically, and the answer was Michael was very angry and protective, as you can imagine any older brother would be. My husband was very angry when his sister died. He's the oldest and she was the youngest. She was also the only girl, so he felt very protective and angry as well. So I can appreciate that. They also had just gotten back that night that Rachel went missing. Yeah. They had just gotten back from Kentucky from the funeral of their niece who passed from SIDS. Just take that all in. Just take a moment and take all of that in. Or all the kids with their bio dads. I thought I heard some. I actually, you know what?
What?
I don't even want to. I'm going to skip over. Hi, Destiny. Welcome back. What else? Rachel's mom, Patty, has been very quiet lately. I think she is probably having some realizations. They ask for rub. Oh my God. Love, prayers, and sympathy. They're at a crucial time right now to be supportive, present, and patient. The suspect hasn't been caught yet. So this is something that, as upset as we are, imagine how the family is.
They've shown just an amazing amount of patience in terms of handling their emotions and the urgency of wanting a resolution, but also I mean, they have to
Yes.
fight it every day. You know that.
Yes. Well said.
Mm-hmm.
We might hear an echo, so hang on one second. I just want to pull up.
Oh, it won't be me. It won't be
No,
me.
it's me. It's YouTube. I'm pulling it up, but it's also very delayed. Cancel. Oh, good gravy. It's still spinning. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. What else, LFT? Reward tripled.
Wait, I was just showing. Destiny just mentioned the Morgan State thing as well.
Yes. Is there any further news on that, LFT? Do you know?
I don't think I'm the one with multiple devices that should be trying to look it up while standing still on the live. So I have not checked.
Okay. Ooh.
But militia. Oh, look, good. Mallory's on it.
All right. Thanks, Mal. You can put it in the chat, Mal, whatever it is. Thank God you're here. Thank God.
You really want me to be the one that looks it up right now, and then you're gonna be like, "You're delayed. I can't hear you. Why is there an echo?"
It's
robotic.
Echo, it's your stupid earphones. They delay on everything, and then you're like 15 minutes behind. But then, like now, you sound awesome.
I know, because I'm in this one spot where if I don't move, I know that I'm looking at everyone in chat going, "You're laughing about Simon Nutcracker." And I swear my ducks are in a row because I'm kind of OCD.
Oh, she doesn't even have
about
her
things.
ducks.
But when it comes to like StreamYard, the ducks are like, "F that, we're out of here," and I can't even find a duck. Like I find feathers, but no ducks.
What else? What else did we learn last night? More videos out there. Someone may recognize, reward. What?
I thought it was really interesting that in terms going back to what Shannon was saying, because they asked her last night just to say a little bit about, like you said, they exercised together, did a ton of things together.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so interesting. She said it was funny because obviously she is married to Rachel's brother, but she met Rachel in church when she was like approximately 16. Rachel was like 14. They got to be really good. We're always friends growing up. And then years later, she ends up marrying her brother, and they've been married for 18 years. So she knew she was friends with Rachel before. I mean, and I'm assuming
she met Rachel first, and then met Michael.
She met Rachel first, and I'm sure knew her brother. But she's been married to Michael for 18 years, and they just spoke so eloquently and just so authentically of.
They always do.
Yeah, just about how, just about Rachel and about their family, and that's all they have left. They only get to talk about her. They don't get to talk to her.
At least 4 students were shot in Morgan State University are suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. The alleged shooter fled into a dorm building, and they're working to clear the dorm. Okay. Thanks, Mal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you updating us with that. No, Shannon married Rachel's brother, not her own brother. No, that would make this a really weird story, and she's not weird like that.
No. They were at church, and then she met Rachel when she was young, and then obviously she knew Rachel and knew obviously of her brothers. But ironically and poetically, years later, she married Rachel's brother.
Yeah.
After meeting
you like now.
After meeting, like she said, she met Rachel. I mean, Rachel was maybe 14 when they first got to become friends. And I don't know, I'm 40. And so think, they're older, a little bit older than me, around the same age. And that's pretty amazing. And they're tight-knit and they stayed close the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like it's a family that their dynamics were wholesome. I mean, it's just And I think it's amazing how well they're doing with having various family members speak instead of having like one person. I really think it shows a sense of unity,
It
and
does.
they
It
don't
also
want
keeps it
they
fresh.
won't, yeah, and they don't want one face to be the voice. The family
Nope.
is the voice, and there are so many members of this family, immediate and extended, that are representing them in interviews and stuff, and showing that it's not isolated to one individual. It's all of us, and we're going to keep our faces fresh. We're going to keep her name out there and make sure everyone remembers that a life was taken and someone's still out there, and we don't know where he is.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't,
And
which is really frustrating. I mean, I get it. We're all frustrated. Hey, Riddler, thanks for being here. Night, Heather, Brett. Thanks for being here. Shooting
hey,
from
Brett,
dorm window? Oh, good God. Okay, we need
Jean-
to check on that story too. Also, really quick, Mallory wanted me to share this, and I think this is super important. And I'm going to put this up in a community post tonight. We're going to share it now. Hold, please. Let me get this going. And everything is, this is in our little group chat here. But my life does not want to cooperate with me at the moment. So if you'll just be patient. I know. Look, it's Riddler. Riddler.
it's probably my fault. I moved over like 2 steps to go to the rug because I have my socks on, and then all of a
Well,
sudden yours is like,
whatever's going on will not share at the moment. I'll have to come back to that now, but it's about tomorrow and the alerts and the phones. Stop sharing.
oh wait, what is that? The national alert?
Seriously? Did I not just say I'll do this later? You're like, what is that? I can't share it this second. I'm trying really hard.
Okay, but for the record, I saw Mallory mention it in chat like 38 minutes ago.
Yeah, they're doing a national emergency alert test on October 4th, and she has the times listed. Even if your phone's on silent, your phone may make a noise, vibrate, or read the alert. If you have a second phone due to domestic violence, this is important. Nina, hi. Please remember to shut it off during the test. So we're going to put this up so everyone can see this as well. Let me get that. LFT, why don't you talk about the DNA stuff while I try and pull this up? And I'll just have this sitting up.
Well, and while you're trying to pull that up, the spreadsheet with the Maryland laws, if you're able to pull that up, that tab.
Yeah, you're going to have to give me a minute on that one. Give me one.
Okay.
Uno momento. I'm trying to bring up the first thing for, you know what I mean? Like the thing that Mallory just shared.
Yeah, the alert thing. I remember now. Good night, Heather. No, a while ago when everyone was talking about, if you look at any Facebook groups, everyone's like, what about the DNA testing? What about all this? Like, can't they find them? And I think your mind kind of goes to the Golden State Killer in terms of like isolating this particular individual. And I remember Tia may not remember this, but I do remember a while ago, a couple weeks ago, going, I think the laws are different in Maryland. Like, I was like, I think y'all have different laws. And so today I was like, you know what? I should probably do a little bit of research. And I did. In Maryland, for the record, I was not incorrect. I thought there was something different in Maryland. But Maryland's laws in terms of accessing and investigating through other forensic genetic genealogy sources such as like GEDmatch, 23andMe, and whatnot are very different from other states. And this was just enacted, and they passed a law in 2021. but basically in Maryland, in order to access, that resource, you have to exhaust all other potential searches, like local and national databases and whatnot. But not only that, you can't just have like a warrant. You have to get authorization from a judge. It has to be. Oh wait, am I on here alone?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, I looked at the screen and I was like, it was just leaves and trees, and I was like, what?
No, I'm trying to get this to pull up. Here we go.
All right. So do you have a hidden phone? We digress. Hold on.
It just took me till now to pull this up, by the way. I'm really sorry.
All right. So at 2:20 tomorrow, our time. Ooh, Pacific, 11:20. This is like reading road signs on or like
So
on a road
she
trip.
just sent me something too, and I want to talk about this as well. I think this is super important, and I'm interested in this. John Kelly has been profiling the two models that have been unalived very violently in LA as well. The only thing that I found different was a bit of the, I mean, I don't know. We'll go through that later. I will definitely look at that. But yes, Shay, I did know that, and I've been watching, and I love John Kelly. So we'll be discussing that too. Thank you so much. Nora's grandma, thanks for being here. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, I wanted to make sure that everybody saw this. Do you have a hidden phone? National security alert test, please. We're going to leave this up for a few minutes while we chat.
And then maybe try to bring up.
Oh God, you want me to bring up the spreadsheet?
Hey, Nora's grandma.
Actually, Nora's grandma. If I am going, okay. You sent me the updated, and I put it in a special spot.
And it's just the tab. It's the red tab, the MD DNA laws.
Okay, just give me one. Well, I say 1 second, but La Computer is not cooperating, but hopefully it will. I had everything all lined up, but y'all know how we do around these parts with the technical difficulties.
I mean, I'll walk back inside and try to do. I could try to share it. Criminality. Hey, if y'all missed her live again or earlier this evening, it was what are we on part 7, or in terms of, well, I don't know if she was. I didn't read
Delphi.
I think it was just essentially part 7 of the discussion.
It was well, I said that earlier, Teresa. You missed it, but I did talk about your live earlier. I didn't speak a lot in there, but Brian Enton just tweeted the stuff in Baltimore. But I thought your live was amazing, and I listened to it all the way through.
And if y'all if you missed not this the live from this evening, but the last one, she had Bob Mata on how do we say it? Bob
Mata,
the defense attorney, Mata on, and that was a really great one too. So be sure to check that one out. And that was like not really that was like part 6.5.
They're all, I mean, let's face it, Teresa's lives are good, but today's was, for some reason, I was really involved emotionally. It was like, there's a lot of good comments, a lot of good questions. And I highly recommend, not just because it's Teresa, but I highly take Teresa out of it. It was a good laugh. I just need a minute, LFT. I really do hear you. And I really am trying to get my shiznit together over here.
I would turn on my camera and show you that I've got it ready and loaded on the computer. I'm just scared to move. I mean, I can try it. We can see what happens. I just don't want to disrupt the chat more than I typically already do.
No, actually, it would be actually kind of great if you could try, because I'm struggling right now.
All right, let's see what happens. I'm moving. We're grooving. We're opening a door.
Doors are good.
Doors are good.
Hold on. It might have just popped up in the meantime. Hang on.
Swear to gracious, did it?
Well, yes, but my share is not sharing. So go ahead.
Mallory might have to. Mallory said she can come up. Want me to come up and share? It's on stream. I mean, if you have better luck on StreamYard, I would send it to you.
I got it. I think I got it. You go ahead and chat about the Maryland laws while I try and make this bigger. Oh,
hold on. I'm
being sorry, you guys.
Hold on. Oh, flip. Nope. How do you flip the camera? More settings, camera.
It is really, you guys. I'm so frustrated right now.
How do you flip it?
I keep hitting present and it's not working.
Okay, needless to say, I have it already. See, it's up here. We don't know if I don't even know what that's showing.
I have no idea either because I'm not looking at that. Sorry. Okay.
I can't flip the damn thing. Hold on.
Banfield.
Oh, wait, I'm coming on twice.
There we go. No, I got it.
Oh, never mind. No, I'm not.
I got it. We're going to remove us. Just show that. If you like a good Aaron, back it up, Terry. Back it up.
God. Oh, Terry. Don't even get me into the discussion.
That makes me laugh real hard.
That may have been. I am so glad I saw y'all Johnson. I just happened to be watching her when it was, and the best part about it was how hard they were laughing on panel. Like I sent the clip to Tia, and I was like, if you don't laugh, then we're done. Like then we're breaking up. I don't know what to tell you, because I was like, I am dead. I don't even understand what's going on or what they're talking about.
Hold on. Wheel says they can't read it. We need bigger font.
Okay, well, we'll make it bigger.
All right. Are you okay with? I don't want to screw up the works here, but I'm gonna.
That's your copy, not mine.
I know.
You can just move that thing. Hold on, I'm eating a little bit of a French fry. Sorry. My earbuds just told me low battery.
Is that better? Can everyone read that a little bit better? A little bit better. Okay. Let me know if you can see that a bit better, you guys. So go ahead, LFT. What? Where'd it go? Why did it do that? What happened? Oh, because I clicked on the House bill. Got it. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize we had links in here.
Yeah, those are links. I'm very tech savvy when it comes to playing in Excel.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so basically what I did was map out what Maryland has to do in order to, because I'm like, y'all, like the whole thing, hey, we've got his DNA. Okay, narrow it down. Like, what the hell is the holdup? Well, I can tell you what it is. It's because, like I said, in Maryland, you have to have court authorization and not just a warrant that's supported by like probable cause before beginning an investigation using information from genealogy companies. And before, like I said, you have to exhaust all your local like DNA database, national stuff as in CODIS, and it has to be to no avail. And authorization is only granted in cases of unaliving or felony SA, or in quotes, I'll be very specific, a criminal act involving circumstances presenting a substantial and ongoing threat to public safety or national security. Officers must have pursued other reasonable investigative leads, and those searches have failed to identify anyone. And then, so they have to go in and get the court's approval. And then, let me make sure. The statute prevents law enforcement from searching commercial databases unless the database provides explicit notice to its service users that law enforcement may use its services to investigate crimes or to identify human remains. Law enforcement may also seek authorization to access forensic material in commercial databases if the individual's informed consent is obtained in writing. The law also mandates informed consent in writing before officers can collect DNA samples from third parties and precludes covert collection from someone who has refused to provide a sample. Essentially what Maryland has done. And then if all that's approved and you move on with the investigation, pretend the Golden State Killer thing happened in Maryland. Say that was there. Now that that's concluded, once that's done, all material has to be destroyed upon completion of the investigation. And then in Maryland, if that doesn't happen, there are criminal penalties and like civil causes for actions if you violate any of these statutes. So basically that's where we stand. So it takes a while. It's different because the whole reason of this was nationally, there's a whole big, concern in terms of your individual privacy rights and your Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights. And this Maryland and I believe it was Montana in 2021 were the first to actually take steps to regulate it. Because you get a little bit of backlash. So I think that's part of the kind of holdup. I have no doubt that Maryland authorities in Maryland are following this process, and I can assume, we know that how long it takes to get like forensic data from cell phones and stuff. It's not overnight. But I hope understanding this, it's not as easy. Like in the state of Maryland, the authorities can't just like, even though they found out like, hey, this is a matching TOTUS, but we don't know who this is, they can't immediately dive into other like JED match and companies like that to further investigate and find out, like to narrow down who it is. They cannot do that without following all these steps. Obviously, this case is permitted under the regulations, like for them to even try to execute a search. Rachel Moore, I think, meets the criteria, but it's pretty regulated in the state of Maryland. Now
in Montana too, right? Isn't that the other one?
In Montana, yeah, Montana as well. And in terms of what they're doing in California, in LA, right now, because they're the ones that that had the DNA on file. Their regulations are slightly different. It has increased since the Golden State Killer thing because obviously privacy rights people are like, some people are saying you can't do that. Like I did the JED match or like Ancestry or 23andMe because I wanted to find out my history. I didn't know that I could potentially be contacted by law enforcement because my stuff was in a database. My DNA is in a database, and like you could come to me in terms of a case. But California is attempting to kind of adjust their policies as well. But I'm interested to know what steps have been taken in the LA case, in the March 26th case incident. I don't know if Maryland's having to work with California if California is able to expedite this, you know what I mean, in terms of looking into other genealogy companies. I don't know if they're trying to work with California so they can expedite it because they may not have as many hurdles. but they have not shared any of that information yet. And
that's what I said, Mel, too. LFT asked me that in the beginning, before we went live. She's like, would you do it? And I was like, hell yeah, do it. If it's going to help somebody else.
I kind of feel like it's the same thing sometimes as saying, like, are you an organ donor on your license? Kind of deal. Like, if you're willing to, like, okay, you can do this, but you have to know that, like, you could sign up for 23andMe and all these third party companies too, that in terms of Maryland, they have to be, it has to be within a third party company that states very similar regulations. Like, they have to be, their policies have to include that information could potentially be used in terms of with law enforcement and investigations. Like, it has to map it all out. You can't, you know what I mean? I don't think they're going to go to like someone in their garage being like, hey, you've got this equipment, can you narrow this down? It has to be reputable. And okay, so I made a note. It says Ancestry and 23andMe have kept their genetic databases closed to law enforcement without a warrant. GEDmatch and Family Tree DNA have previously shared their databases with investigators. So like, that's what I mean. Certain companies, they're all adjusting. And I mean, I don't think this is a secret, you know, because it's evolving. I think those companies are evolving their, you know, I guess, for lack of a better word, terms of service and policies. And it's going to, like, if you read the fine print, it includes in there that it could be used in terms of investigative purposes if it meets all the requirements. But the big issue is protecting our privacy rights. And do people have the right to, like, hey, I was just trying to figure out if I was German or, you know, Norwegian. I mean, you know, take your pick. And you never thought that something would 22 years later come up being like, hey, we're working on a case and all share similar DNA aspects. And you're like, what? I don't know. It was interesting to me. I just looked into it.
I agree. And I'm grateful that you did it. Like, I'm grateful that you looked into it so we have a better understanding.
So we all just learned a lesson. And I don't think it's anything that we didn't really know, but I knew, yeah, Maryland and Montana were the first, and they both passed bills in 2021. I believe it was I know in Maryland, the law was passed and then it was enacted come October 1st of 2021. This was the process that you had to go through.
But it's interesting because this could be the catalyst on why it's being held up so long. You know, like,
I think one of the catalysts.
Between the cell phone data and this, I think it could be part of the reason. Do you want me to take this down now? Is that okay if I take it down? Or do you need more?
Was there anything on well, actually, your timeline probably hadn't deleted the little red part.
We're not going to put it up. Nope.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, mine's deleted. Yours isn't. Hold on, let me look at mine and make sure I didn't make any more notes.
Yeah, nothing shall be shared on mine until I'm sure that we have, like I said, everybody knows we deep dive. And
oh my gosh, I'm looking at our timeline on my end where I deleted all the stuff, y'all. It looks so good.
Yeah, that's great. We'll put that out later.
Yeah, that's great.
Nope.
I didn't do it. I'm not logged in on StreamYard on the computer. I'm just looking at it.
I'm not touching it. I'm just looking.
I'm just looking at it. But anyway, I know that's stuff that y'all all probably kind of knew or just assumed, but I don't know. I know it's taking forever and we all want resolution, but this is complicated because it's not isolated to a state. We're going from one coast to another that ties an individual, and we've got different regulations on both ends and crimes that are similar in certain aspects, but involve a minor in one state and not in another. And it's just there's red tape everywhere you look, but in terms of protocol. But I do think it's weird that it was a male's arm closing the door.
I do too.
And it kind of looks like okay, wait,
Yes.
hold on. I can't share
Real.
it.
Yes. You just messaged me. Yes, 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 and yes. All the way, yes.
One thing I wanted to mention, talking about the door thing, last night on Surviving the Survivor, when they were talking about it, and I believe it was Mr. Rice that was saying it, he was saying it was a young juvenile male closing the door.
He said a lot of things that I was like,
yeah. But I thought, because it does look like it's not like a big buff, because today when I watched it, when you did the video, the enhanced one, you can see not only, so if I'm, hold on, I'm standing at the door, so it's the person's right arm is closing the door, but I noticed the left arm too, because his left arm comes for just a split second, not the perpetrator, it's just the individual who's closing the door. And it's not like, I wouldn't have been like, hey, that's my dad's arm closing the door. I'd been like, oh my God, which kid isn't in bed yet? Like it was it's a, I don't know, but Mr. Rice did say it was a young, I have it in quotes, a young or juvenile male closing the door.
Yeah, Mr. Rice, God love him. I really like him a lot.
Oh, here's something that we forgot to mention.
But yeah, he irritated me last night. I was like, shut your mouth.
Here's something though that was interesting. I found something else that we forgot to say in terms of last night. They were talking about not only the sketches and the video and stuff, like questions about why can't we get a sketch. By the way, Duffy, Scott Duffy says he thinks that there could be something there that they're trying. That's another reason, like they think they may have something, but they're trying to narrow it down before they release that sketch. That would be his guess. And that led into a conversation about the flyer that Pat Brown, the profile. And I didn't realize that profile that Pat Brown did is what led investigators in Maryland. That's what led them to narrow, in terms of search, they narrowed it down to a 1.5 mile radius of the trail kind of deal. Because, and I wrote down, Duffy agrees with this, because Duffy agrees there is something that brought this person or connects this person to Hartford County, that there's a local connection somewhere. And so they narrowed it down to a 1.5 mile radius search. And the experts tend to agree because Hartford County, Bel Air is a small, how do you explain that? Like, it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to Chicago, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. Are you going? I don't even know, like a little area.
Because it's 40 miles north of Baltimore, and Baltimore is a small town anyway. Like, the state of Maryland is not that big. No, I mean, it's not that big. Going to Baltimore is, Baltimore's not that big. You have to know somebody in Bel Air to be 40 miles north and in a small town, and everybody will tell you, oh, it's right off in 95. Yeah, but you know what? The trail isn't. The trail isn't right off of 95. You have to know where you're going. The trail is very hidden in town, that especially where she went.
Oh my gosh, I've got it highlighted on my Google. Do you think I could share my Google Earth?
Not right now.
Oh,
don't bother right now, because we're probably gonna go live and go through all that stuff on the next live. So don't bother right now.
Okay, let me X out close window. Got it.
Yeah, because I think we need to do a mapping session anyway with everyone and kind of show people around. So I think that would be a really cute really cute. I just read the word cute. A really good idea for a live. So we'll do that. If that's okay, is that okay with you?
I mean, if I said no,
Yeah,
that would
you
be
can say no.
awkward. No, that
Okay.
sounds great.
What
Oh,
else?
the other thing. Oh, the other thing I just wanted to say from last night, actually hearing from Scott Duffy.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all noticed in that video that. Oh, hold on.
What's going on?
Oh, my earbuds just went goodbye. I guess they're dead. Hold on.
Does anyone know how much I hate LFT's earbuds? Do we know?
These are the new ones, and I didn't have them charged all the way because I left the little. I didn't remove the sticker when I started charging the case. Shut up. Just hold on.
Mallory and I, you should see us on Zoom when we talk, because we're LFT will say something, we both make the exact same face. We're like, really?
Okay. Well, all I care about is, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, shoot a monkey. Oh, what Duffy said, that about analyzing his assumption is too that in terms of the FBI involvement and analyzing and critiquing the information from that video in terms of like the cell phone they potentially see in his pocket. He suspects and would, based on his experience being retired FBI, that he thinks that the FBI involvement is helping with the certain forensic and genealogy aspects, but also using CAS ID and track the phone that was seen.
Who's CAS?
Communication. What was it? It's the
it's a section of the FBI that handles the cellular data and tracking and things like that. They do the geofencing. What is it? The geofencing. Thank you very much. Yes. Nora's grandma, thank you so much for your kindness. That was really sweet. I really appreciate that. But yeah, they're with their involvement, I think there's a better chance. I also think that is the thing that we're waiting for, is that FBI. I don't want to specifically say geofencing because I think there's more to it than that, but I think that portion of the FBI is going to be incredibly helpful. Like
they want to track. They want to be. I think their goal is to, because I don't think the suspect has that same. In my opinion, if he does still have the same phone that was in his pocket when he left that LA residence, he is the luckiest person I've ever seen in my life, because that's like.
Did you see what Wheel wrote?
No, I was about to call him an idiot savant.
Cellular analysis and search, terrible people division.
I mean, I wish they would come.
I think that's the most accurate ever.
The cellular status of my location, because that would help immensely if they could tell me where to go to get better cellular and Wi-Fi crap. But I think if they can even track, because do you think he has the same phone that was in his pocket when he left?
I think yes. I pray yes.
See, and I think no, but I think they could use. I think he kept that phone with him. Well, maybe up to the point of Maryland, but I bet he chucked it after that once it started getting national, like the attention that Rachel's case got.
My question is, does he know?
Yes, I think.
Know?
I think.
Do you think so? Do you think so? Okay.
Oh yeah.
When I heard, I don't know if you guys heard this, but many of the people in the Hispanic community surrounding the Bel Air area where they were giving out the flyers, those people were not aware of Rachel Morin's situation at all. I found that completely alarming because some of them only lived a half a mile from the trailhead. But they didn't know. So that's why I ask if you think, do you think he knows? I mean,
I think he knows.
You think he's keeping an eye on things? Do you think he's still in Maryland?
No.
You think
Well,
he's
I don't think he's like out of the country, but I don't think he's in Bel
you don't
Air.
think he's in Maryland? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. I don't know what I think anymore.
But you also know me.
I hope he
like,
burns in hell. That's what I hope,
I don't
honestly.
know. But you know me, tomorrow morning, you call me, and the first thing, it'll be like one of our early when I'm waking up from like a morning nap session. And she'll be like, "What do you think?" I'd be like, "He's still there." And she'll be like, "You're an idiot. You told me last night into a crowd of X number of people that you did not." And I'm like, "So what? I changed my mind." Just
she was not aware of the video. Interesting. Your daughter-in-law in LA was not aware. That's so interesting.
Well, I thought it was interesting with how they found out, with what Bryce said about how the family found out about locals not knowing that it was during like the community like gathering at the church, and
the flyer fan out was
that who I think she goes to the church too, like was a member of the church or whatnot, but Hispanic, also part of the Hispanic community, and she wasn't aware, and that's when they realized. That's what Rice said, that's when they realized. That
it was super important to alert the Hispanic community.
That helped spark the digital campaign to reach the Hispanic communities, because it was literally someone, a local, even to them, and someone that they would see on Sundays, and they, not that they didn't know that something had happened to Rachel, but they weren't aware of all the information because it hadn't reached them yet. And that's where it led to the digital campaign and narrowing it down to the 1.5 mile search radius.
I think that we realized he was Hispanic from not only the video, but also I believe the description from the home in LA, and the area in LA is a largely Hispanic area, where the 77th district where crime was committed is a largely Hispanic community there. So I think it was, I want to say deductive reasoning, but also I think they do have some things that, descriptions that they might know of, physical attributes that he had. What are you doing?
Literally raising my hand because I forgot to tell you something.
Okay, tell me.
Oh, I found the breakdown last night. I found a report, y'all. It's not from 2020s. It's from prior, but in the 2000s. There's a report that breaks down the gang activity or census, almost like Census Bureau, but it was more from a Census Bureau in the law enforcement mind. And it breaks it down because there are certain Hispanics, like it, and it's in the 77th district. Like there's a map, and it shows you the northern part, the southern part, which groups in which people meet the profile of the southern part, which people meet the profile of the northern part of the 77th district. Remind me to send that to you.
Okay.
Like there's
Thank
a map.
You, Ida. Yes, Ida said his DNA also, and yes, that would have been. Thanks, Ida.
Wow. That's why we need people like that when we forget to state.
And this is why we love chat right there when they come in with
But it was really interesting reading this report from like 2008. Like I will admit it was from a while ago, but I was like, screw it. I read it. It was a PDF, and that thing it's an analysis from law enforcement based on it's like their yearly kind of report, but it was very specified, and
the maps.
And I was like, I know that street. Like it really does map out the 77th district.
Let's put that in our group tonight if we can.
Okay.
That would be interesting, I think. I mean, I always like to like I said, receipts. Is there anything else before we start to close it down? Because I just want to recap really quick. Do you have anything else, Miss Madam? Well, do you? No, just kidding.
Does it have to be Rachel Morin Only.
No, I mean, do you have anything? I don't want to.
I want to piggyback. Yes, we know about anything South Carolina low country because
I
I've
forgot
had.
to say I loved. I forgot to say I loved Malicious Intent.
Well, and that I was about to say. In my other thing, I was like, I don't know. On the
You do
29th,
love
I
me,
think
Mal.
something's going on. Apparently, I heard something on the 29th. Y'all keep that in mind. We'll let you know more about that.
Awesome. All right. So just to recap really quickly, yes, we all love Malicious Intent. I love my Mally. Mally.
Oh my
Who
God,
else Mally?
my phone! I've never heard you say that.
I've never said it. So the reward for Rachel Morin has increased to $30,000. Money talks. Please feel free to have a drink, get some loose lips. I really don't care. Take your 30,000. Just tell me who this guy is, and off you go. Write your check. Let's see what else. The arm belonged to a male. We don't know if it's juvenile or not, but we'll just say, oh, thanks, Thistle. The arm belongs to a male. We're not sure if it's juvenile. Closing the door, and I'm going to show you that video one more time. We're probably going to open and close a bunch of Rachel Morin videos with that now. We have officially adopted Rachel Morin's children for the holidays, basically for the next year, and we're going to be collecting funds for them for Christmas, birthdays, whatever. Basically, just we're going to be collecting for the firsts for the next year for them. We told you about all the good news in the true crime community and hoping that maybe this spreads to the Rachel Morin case. And hopefully her perpetrator will be caught this month. We're going to declare it. We're going to call it. This is going to happen.
Oh, I know what it is. And if y'all remember, like at any point in time, I don't know if you've got Twitter, X, whatever it is, anywhere. If you just even hashtag Rachel Morin with an orange heart, just
yes,
keep it, please. Like as I said, I just did it myself.
Yes, keep her name alive in the media, please, because like Ashley Oaks just said, I feel like the media and everyone else just stopped talking about the case. That's what happens when other cases get hot and there's no news. Things kind of cool down, and I don't want that to happen for Rachel, her family, or justice. So if you go into Mallory's chat, I'm sure that she won't mind, and if she does, then I apologize in advance for it. But you can always hashtag Rachel Morin, our chats, wherever you go. Just drop a little Rachel Morin with an orange heart. I've asked people to put it on their Facebook. Just put Rachel Morin and an orange heart. That's it. I mean, anywhere that Twitter, wherever, X, wherever you wanna display her name would be great. Doing so is showing her and her family respect. You see, Mallory, never mind. She said drop that in her chat. We're also going to be dropping hashtag justice for Maddie K. Super important. And thank you, Mal, for all your support. I really appreciate it. You've been amazing to us. What else? Anything? I'm going to try and find the video really quick to show. So we can close it out. This is all pending that I can show it. That it will present itself. Here we go. Let's see. I don't think it's showing, is it yet? There it is. It's coming. Thank you, Nora's grandma. Yes, we want to make sure that we do justice for Maddie K. It's super important with the blue and the purple hearts. That is for this month, which is Domestic Violence Month. We're honoring Maddie we're honoring her every month, but especially this month. Hashtag stay loud. And before I'm going to close it out with this video. Is there anything you want to say, LFT, before we shut her down?
Yes, I wanted to ask Mallory if she wouldn't mind, or if they wouldn't mind, like if we kind of sometimes use the hashtag stay loud with Rachel too, after the Rachel Morin hashtag, just like stay loud. Keep
talking about Rachel.
But I don't take that away from.
No, we can, we'll come up with another hashtag for Rachel. We want stay loud to be for Maddie, but we need Rachel to still stay present, and she needs to be she needs to remain in the media is what we need to do. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and we're going to close it down. Thank you so much for you guys for being here. Gregory Worth, it has been so nice to have you back. I'm so happy that you're here. Honestly, Nora's grandma, Shay, LFT, obviously I love you the mostest. Wheel, Boss Man, you guys, Thistle, thanks. Welcome to the Decipher team. I threw you a wrench, didn't even say anything, just did it. Ashley Oaks, just so many of you. I'm really, my lovely Mal, I'm just really grateful for all of you being here tonight and you listening to us to talk about Rachel and the good things that are coming, because there is good things coming. We're going to shut this down with this video. And I ask you all to please watch it, share it, not because it's ours, share it because it's Rachel, because it's the right thing to do. Have a great night. Please be kind to each other. Go to your favorite creator, whoever that is on YouTube, whether it's us or someone else. Go to your favorite creator, like a bunch of their videos. It helps them hit the algorithm. Leave a nice comment for them on one of their videos or one of their lives. Share hashtag Rachel Morin. Be kind to each other and come back and hang out with us again. Okay. Take care, you guys. Thank you very much.
I can't hear it.